set to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56. It's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down, going to the air with Love. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bud Dupree able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Brings up second down.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Seahawks.
Rashad Penny. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle, 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones who beat the Seahawks 28-23. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when you see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Penny, the first down carry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. They had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is fielded inside the 5.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
On third down, Love. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 15 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Following the interception, Love going up. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 51 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Mason Crosby for the extra.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Seahawks 14-yard line.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun. Love. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Love from the gun. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Sharon Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
2nd and goal at the 15-yard line.
Second down, Love. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score, Packers 28. Seahawks.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And that, not a sight you want to see. Rashad Penny very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Throwing again here. Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Defensively, celebration time, because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
To throw on 3rd down, Love. Space to maneuver at the 40. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Operating from the gun, Love. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Being chased out left. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
You're all mine, baby. Red, yellow. Five's the mic. Five's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
A second down throw for Love. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Love. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers continue to roll. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Seahawks first down.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Wilson's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
3 yards remain for second down. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Disley. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down, Wilson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. He's coming. We got double up.
From the gun, Wilson looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good.
The score, Packers 35, Seahawks 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a first and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Brings up second and 5.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Now they try the right side here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
It's now third and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Operating from the gun. Love. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Love with a give to Dillon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Check 99. Check 99.
Third and long for Love. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are pouring it on. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Now they try the right side here. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Returnable for Lockett. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 43-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 down. Check 3.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
The throwaway. It's third down. and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Go 14. Got it.
From the gun, Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Tyler Lockett. And down inside the 10, they finally stop him. But what a return. It'll be 1st and goal.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens. But you have to figure, they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep him out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Check. 44.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. This time, Wilson will throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the here, solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
The 36-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And some room to roam now. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They run again with Dillon. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That good for 19 and a first down.
1st and goal at the
They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tonight's
Charles, let's focus.